If you like modern Minecraft mods, there's a slim chance you stumbled upon a video by Dr. Rat or 8-Sided Square. But I think it's more likely you bump upon a video about the Content SMP. The Content SMP was created by Dr. Rat on April 2022, and as other SMPs, it has its own twist. This one being that the members make their own mods for the server. Normally, you will think this could easily go off tracks, with members making broken mods and destroying it on days. But this is a semi-scripted server with a bit of roleplay, and also the members know making a broken mod will instantly remove all the fun of that server. Don't worry if semi-scripted scares you, believe me, I don't like scripted content or roleplay. I find it cringy and fake, but this series is an exception. They managed to implement the scripted elements in a way you don't find out immediately, like with other content. The fight scenes make you feel excited and the plot points feel like I'm watching Across the Spider-Verse. Recently, Rat published a 3-hour-long video summarizing some of the previous events and covering his point of view of the events related with Diansu. I left a comment on that video expressing how awesome it will be to play with that mod pack because they made the mod pack. It's not a bunch of mods taken from Modrin or CurseForge and then compacted together. It's an original mod pack where everything is connected. But just like I did on that comment, you're probably missing a very particular point. They made the mod pack, and you'll be asking, yeah, and what? That's why it must be so cool to play with it. And to that I answer, it will be cool, but you won't appreciate them the same as watching them, because you won't live the same things the members live. And it's not because the server is scripted, it's because of the evolution. As the plot progresses and the story continues, so does the mods. It's not like Lifesteal where members trap and betray each other, limited to vanilla Minecraft, which is very powerful on its own, but eventually there's a limit. Members start leaving the series or they run out of ideas, just to end the season and start a new one. To put into perspective, Lifesteal started on July 12, 2021 and is currently on its 6th season as the date of writing this script. That means, on average, they reset the server once every 207 days. Content SMP has been active for 950 days. The members of this SMP not only managed to stay active a ridiculously large amount of time, they managed to keep it completely fresh, not only for the audience but also for themselves. This evolution and competition is comparable to real life. Humans are not limited to coded mechanics. We are limited to our understanding, based on investigation and innovation. The members of the Content SMP, just like humans, are not limited to coded mechanics, because they code the game. This is the point I was missing on that comment. The reason of the genius behind the SMP is not because they make the mods, but because they craft the world and shape its limits. There is no good or bad guy, just a bunch of people shaping the world to fight for what they think it's correct. Everything is related and it's a big chain of events. If this was just a modded SMP with a mod pack, none of the events you see will have happened. It's the creativity and the talent of every creator what makes this series a masterpiece. Even with the roleplay, it still has unscripted events, more like an Among Us game. When you play as imposter, you are not following a script, but you're certainly taking a role. You act differently and have new interests. The members are playing with their own roles, not as imposters or crewmates, but as leaders and friends. I cannot do enough justice of how good of a masterpiece this series is. I've never liked the idea of saying there's never going to be another X, but I think this could be an exception. The Content SMP is a collaboration of extremely talented creators and friends who join forces not only to make a very good YouTube series, but to have amazing experiences. Act, Lux, Diansu, Rat, Talon, those are just a handful of the members, but there's 28 members according to the wiki participating on this. The roleplay doesn't feel like roleplay in the most part, it's especially because it's mixed with real events, and the moments like the end of Rat's latest video can really get into you. Madpiece makes you feel nervous every time you see him. Diansu looks like a villain inside Rat's video, but Rat looks like a villain inside Diansu's video. No matter the perspective, everything catches your attention. What these people made is amazing, and I wish I could support them, but unfortunately I can't. That's why I made this video, because I don't care if I have 124 subscribers. If at least one person sees this and discovers the series, I will be happy. I envy the members, not because of their talent, not because of the fame, but because of the experiences. If watching it already feels amazing, imagine what it's like to be one of the members, living these fights in first person, living the impactful moments on first person. Even if it's act, it must be a truly unforgettable experience. Now, after all of that, I have a kind of unrelated thing to say. Writing this script and making this video has made me think. I've been wanting to be a creator for some time now, and Rat's latest video really made me ponder about myself. I hadn't seen a Dr. Rat video in a while, and when YouTube recommended me that video, I watched it, and it was amazing. It was extremely well acted, and because of that video, I grew inspired and decided to make that video as a tribute for the hard work of the members of that SMP. There's a ton of things I want to do, but I've never been able to start. I have thought sometimes I'm too late because the most successful people start when they are 12 years old or so to learn. But I could have never been so wrong. I'm still extremely early and I have the chance. I want to do a game. I want to do Minecraft mods. I want to do mods for other games. I want to perfectionate my English. I want to do ultra kill levels. There's a ton of stuff I want to do, but nothing of that is going to happen if I don't start somewhere. Every single thing has a beginning, and for me that beginning will be marked with a big change. The name GG Games XD has been attached to me since I have use of reason, probably since 2017 or so. It's spun on my head when I was a child, and it's no secret it literally doesn't mean anything. It's just letters written to make it look cool. Even though that identity has been a period of transition to me. Under that name I discovered what I like, what I want to do. I met my best friend. Lots of things happened since I named myself like that, but I think it's time for a change. Because from this moment onwards, I will be known as Tyric.